Pencils down, baby.
What?
Pencils
Okay.
down. Here we are.
There
Yeah. Nice. It's time to ramble, everybody. Welcome to another ramble. I still have the shingles. They haven't gone away in one day, which sucks.
In fact, they're worse than they're going to be on Friday's Ramble Radio.
Yeah, they're worse. So it's going to look like it got better on Friday. It's really weird.
Continuity errors were full of them.
All over.
But on Friday's Ramble Radio, when you're going to be looking like you're better, you're going to have your anal being probed.
I'll be one route scout, like Andrea is gonna call me. That it'll be my anal. It'll all be ready in one little tunnel. It's gonna be the poop will be going out again.
Are you going to? Is your first real poop going to be a public shitting for everybody to see?
I hope. I might. I could live that. I could live stream that.
Please, I would like.
Do you
to
think
see
that? Do you think the people would want to see that?
I think the people deserve to see that.
They just. All right. Well, then I'm gonna do it. Here's the thing. Is there going to be a single teardrop when that turns? Oh my God! I'm going to be weeping. No, you know what I'm going to be? I'm going to be like Akbar when they blow up the Death Star and Return of the Jedi. I'm just going to slump over on the toilet. We did it. This battle is over. This lifelong battle is.
We got that shit out.
But here's the thing: Eddie was with me at Comic-Con when we didn't know, but it was cancer.
Yeah,
and I was on the toilet several times a day. Remember that? Always had to go, and that was all cancer. Without that, I would still, for me, normal was like twice a day, taking a dump. Some people go like a week and they take a shit.
Yeah.
Some people go multiple times a day. Some people they go throughout the week. I am a 2-dump-a-day guy.
And that was a big bone of contention between us because when I travel, I'm not very regular.
That's amazing. You were telling me that. Like, you can go days without having
I think the entire Comic-Con, I don't know if we were there for
You didn't take one shit.
Days.
You didn't take one shit.
No.
And you didn't feel any odd, like I have to? Nothing.
When I'm at home, completely regular. Maybe once, twice a day. But, like, when I travel, my body just is like, it goes
we're
into
not doing this. No. You know, that's smart because I don't like using public restrooms.
I'm not a big fan of it either.
I hate them. I will fucking wipe those motherfuckers down. Like pre-COVID. I'm like, nope, not taking any chances. And there's nothing worse than seeing some fucking person walk out of a toilet right when you're about to go and you're like, God damn it.
They're
what
all
did they do?
Sweaty and the toilet seat's warm and you're like,
what? Oh, I hate it. Like, fuck.
No.
But the doctors are like, we're going to monitor you, and the minute you start, shitting normally, we're probably going to let you go. And I'm like, guys, this is going to be 5 minets after the surgery. I don't think you know who you're dealing with right now.
I'm going to shit while you're stitching up my
I'm going to be shitting. So, I mean, just the minute they get the okay, they're going. They're like, all right, we're out. The minute that firing gun is shot, the starting pistol, shot, they're fucking out. I'm telling you.
Now, is this going to be like Jordan coming back from retirement the first time? Like just immediately you're going to be
my shit's going to send a fax. Yes, and then my shits are going to send a fax to the hospital. I'm back. There's 2 words. I'm back. Just right back, like y'all motherfuckers thought you were. Oh man,
are you gonna give a speech when that first one's loaded in the tube? Like, of all the shits I've taken, this one is the most human.
I'm gonna do the Kirk. I just feel bad for I don't know, all the Patrick Ewings in my bowels who thought this is their chance. Nope. Jordan's back, baby.
Jordan's back, baby.
You're not getting that ring. Sorry, Malone, you fucking child rapist. You're not getting that fucking ring. It's weird how not enough is spoken about how Malone got like a fucking 12-year-old pregnant when he was in college. I don't think more people. I think more people need to know that. Like that. Shouldn't they say that every time? Yeah. Shouldn't they say that every time they talk about the Utah Jazz? Oh, by the way, Utah Jazz. Oh yeah, it's fun.
I don't know how every player in the NBA didn't throw that out at him when he was shooting free throws.
My God, right? Like
that's the ultimate trash talk.
You scumbag! You're not gonna get us pregnant like you did that 12-year-old. Then he clanks him.
I don't think I knew that about him.
Yeah, Google it, dude. It's brutal. I think she was like literally, I mean, I'm not exaggerating by saying 12. I might be off a year. And it might go the other way, too. She might have been 11. It was rough. Like, I believe it was when he was still in college. But, like, senior year, it was...
So he was 21, 20,
something,
21.
I think. I think he was past a teenager or a late teen when this happened. So horrifically unacceptable.
If you're having sex with a 12-year-old, if your age is anything other than 12 years old,
you're fucked. You're wrong. I mean, unless you're 13 and their 13th birthday is the next day, like.
I mean, it's just
God. I couldn't imagine. Jesus, I was nowhere close to even wanting to get laid at 12. I can't even imagine. So that's rape. So fuck Karl Malone. There's no way that person was willing at 12. There's no fucking
when she gave birth.
13 when she gave birth. Yeah, that is.
He was 20-year-old college
20
sophomore.
How is that not? How is that not followed him everywhere?
I know that should be a massive cloud over that fucking asshole. Fuck that. Jesus Christ.
And he was allowed to give a diamond cutter. That's not fair.
Yeah, I know. What was that, hon?
Was it his cousin?
Was it his cousin, Andre?
Was
that make it better?
Cousin.
That's cool then. It's fine.
He's known her for a while.
It's fine.
Andrea, stop this!
It's all in the family at that point.
It's all in the family. He's just babysitting his cousin.
That's all. That's how he babysits.
Hi, babies. If you're not in bed by 8 o'clock. Oh, I mean, goddamn. But yeah, just kind of came and went, and then there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
We learned a lot on the Ramble, huh? See, look at the knowledge we drop. We out sexual predators here. That's what we do. Better than any of the Republicans who pretend to be against it, and yet they can't wait to hold up Matt Gaetz's arm. Yeah, I know, that's right.
They have to act like they're against it.
They have to act like they're against it since they've all done it at one point or another. And not enough is said about how Marjorie Taylor Greene looks just like Roger Waters from Pink Floyd. I don't think enough people make that connection either. That's, not enough is said.
It's like Alex Jones and Bill Hicks look identical.
Alex Jones is in some trouble, guys.
He is in some deep trouble. Cody, how's that affecting you, buddy? Is that your next mission? Is that to get him out of trouble?
To get him out of bankruptcy?
Yeah, is that your next?
We're exploring every avenue.
Are you? Do you have a trip scheduled down to Hawaii to get Ezra Miller out of?
Yeah, my God,
he just got arrested again. He's going to need a PR person.
The greatest moment in movie history, too. And look how quick they fall. Look how quick they fall.
Fucking Snyder fans.
The greatest moment in film history.
It's insane.
Oh, fuck. Well, hey, what are you going to do? By the way, 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Look at us. What a fucking intro. We covered some heavy topics.
Oh, heavy topics. Child rape, incest.
It might be okay if it's incest, apparently.
Your first shit equating to Michael Jordan returning.
Jordan coming back.
We've covered Ramble Bingo, I think.
Yeah, this is it, your Ramble Bingo cards. There's no one losing Ramble Bingo.
This would be the hardest podcast to do a bingo card to, I believe.
I think so. I think it might be. It sure might be. But let's rock the theme song. And if you know these words... This is right up Cody's alley, and Eddie, I hope you remember this one.
We'll see.
Cody, I'm gonna have some big opinions when I'm done singing. Big opinions. All right,
let's
you ready?
then.
All right. I'm gonna try to do it justice. First, feel that groove. Feel that groove. You got me all screwed up. So much I can't turn round. And I've been running about with some funny girls. I'm not so tough, but if you let me down, I give you just one day to explain. I'd like to know if there's somebody else in this game. Say it isn't so. Tell me I'm the only one. Say it isn't so. Without you I can't go on. How was I to know? If you keep me guessing, I don't understand. Bam! Right there. Eddie, did that ring a bell?
No.
All right, that is the most underrated hit single of the 80s. It should have been a bigger hit. It should have been 3 times the hit that it was. Say It Isn't So by The Outfield. The follow-up to Josie's on a Vacation Far Away. Which everyone knows that song. More people need to know Say It Isn't So. Say it isn't so.
So
Tell
Say It
me
Isn't
I'm
So.
the only one.
First single off of Play Deep.
Oh, so Joe, so Your Love was actually the follow-up.
Your Love was the follow-up. Say It Isn't So released October 31st of 1985. Your Love released February 15th of 1986.
Wow. But Say It Isn't. It had a decent run. It was a minor hit, I think, right?
It did not make the Billboard Hot 100. It only made the rock tracks. That number 18. Your Love was hit number 6 on the.
That was a smash.
And then All the Love hit number 19.
All the Love's a great song too.
And then Every Time You Cry hit number 66.
So they had some hits, dude. The outfield is horrifically underrated. Yep. Horrifically. I'm gonna say horrifically. Is that okay?
I think it's because they just didn't have staying power. That was the problem.
Yeah. Oh man. But
and they got a bunch of 11-year-olds pregnant.
That didn't help.
That didn't help.
That didn't help. You know, I like my girls a little bit older. See, they covered their tracks, though. They covered their tracks on that one. They covered their tracks.
They very specifically said that.
Yeah, here we go. Ramble Trio Tree. Look how Cody got that, like, right off the bat. Cody was like, got it. That was a name. Cody would have named that tune. Mm-hmm. He would have crushed it. Just absolutely dominated. There it is. All right, so here we go. Ramble 303. Email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. We're on Twitter at PodcastRamble1. On Instagram at PodcastRamble. We have merch. We got a merch store. TeePublic, soon to be even better than that. No knock on TeePublic. I mean, they're not the Hemp Vita. Don't get us wrong.
No, they're not Hemp Vita in our eyes.
No. Hey, what? I wonder what. No, I can't say this.
Have we gone to the Hemp Vita website to see if it's still operational?
Is
there a Hemp Vita website?
I don't think there is anymore. Cody said it didn't even exist, did it?
It didn't a while ago, but let me see if it's.
Is there any? Have they scrubbed Hemp Vita from the internet completely?
Maybe. They might not even exist. They might have already gone back and scrubbed our episodes.
Guys, the website's back up.
Hey.
The website is back up.
Send an email, Jerry.
These motherfuckers,
whoever
they paid their web person, they got to fucking pay us for that fucking 8 months of fucking free, 3 months of free ads we get. Because this was my mean thought that now I don't feel bad saying anymore. I was really hoping that you'd look up the website and it'd just be a picture of the people who run Hemp Vita doing the bankrupt Monopoly man, which is like their pockets out, just pouting. We're still deadlocked. At 131 5-star reviews. Brian Hill, the Seahawks fan, is still the last positive text.
And we love Brian, but we want someone to topple Brian.
We want someone else to get that spot. So multiple people. So please give us a 5-star rating and a positive text review. Subscribe to us. Even if you hate iTunes, just create a fake account, log in there, do that. Because for whatever stupid fucking reason, kind of shit matters. It helps us. And speaking of... we have an email from the King of the Mountain right now, Brian Hill. Hello, fellow Ramblers. This is Brian Hill, a.k.a. Seahawks Fan 87. I'm trying to decide on something. I'm thinking of changing careers. I work for FedEx at the moment, but I'm losing hours. I'm thinking of joining Robert Son's Ready Mix for a change. And a question, if I do that, for Eddie. Will you ever do stand-up in Riverside or Rancho, L.A.? Is it too far? Because we ever do stand-up in Riverside or Rancho, Cucamonga, L.A. is too far for me. I would love to see you live. Keep up the funny. And that's what I should do about the jobs. I've been depressed lately about this, and thank you for making me laugh. We're here for you, baby.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Eddie would go. You would do comedy in Riverside.
We've both done comedy out that way.
Fuck Rancho Cucamonga.
Inland Empire stuff.
Inland Empire. Dude, Eddie and I have smashed the Inland Empire with our comedy.
I mean, the drive to Ontario sucks balls.
Ooh, it's a hard one.
It's an awful drive.
It's an awful drive.
I do it.
Yeah, it's, that is... yeah, Ontario. Oh God, it's a trek. That's a hard one.
It's a journey.
That's a hard one.
You need a fellowship to make half of the journey. You need a group of hobbits to help you to get there.
You know, when I drove to California once.
Oh wow.
And I had been in California for however long it takes to get to cross the border and get to Ontario, and then I checked into my hotel, and then an earthquake hit, and it was my first experience with an earthquake.
Oh, my God. That scared the fuck out of you?
Yeah.
it had to have, right?
It was that night. God. If you guys, this was probably like 3 or 4 years ago, but like, it started like the hotel, I was at the hotel bar, and everything like started swaying. And the hotel bar, there was a basketball game on that was live from Las Vegas. And the Jumbotron starts swinging on that basketball game in Las Vegas. I was like, holy shit.
Because that was a quake that was closer to Vegas, wasn't it? Like, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. That is, dude, my first earthquake when I moved here was just so, you just felt like it was so weird because I was in my apartment bed, and for a minute, it was so comforting because I was half asleep. And, Eddie was one of those creepy, slow rocking ones So for a minute, I was like, I just was dreaming. I was like, am I on a hammock? Boy, I'm like, oh, God, this is a fucking because it just got more intense. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
But the slow rocking one, that's what you want. You want the slow rocking. You don't want the jarring, slamming one.
Right. But I heard the slow rocking ones can get really big, though, once they go.
They can, but it's still not as destructive as the
Right. That quick boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Those aren't fun either. Were you here for Northridge, or you weren't living here at the time?
I wasn't here at the time. I was in college. I was like 93
I was about
or
to
94.
say. Yeah.
I was in college. The one I was here for one in 99. We were in Vegas. There was a big one that happened in Joshua Tree.
Oh shit!
And we were in Vegas for it, and I was at Binion's in Old Town Vegas, and we're at the casino. We're at a roulette table, and the lights start flickering, and it feels like you're on a boat that's just like swinging violently back and forth, and everything starts shaking. Everyone starts screaming. Our croupier starts to take off, and like there's just hundreds of thousands of dollars of chips on the table, and the lights are flashing, and the croupier, his name was Doc, I remember, and he had a wandering eye, and he goes to leave like this, and the pit boss grabs him by the collar and just like, you're staying.
You're keeping this money safe, motherfucker.
Well, because literally, if he goes, there's 5 guys
a free for all.
They're just grabbing chips.
Yeah. Oh my God. Jesus.
But Doc wanted to bail as soon as it happened, and my whole mind is racing. Like, there's literally like 70 stories above me.
Oh God.
Because I'm in a hotel.
If that pancakes, that's it. And
I'm just like, it's a casino, so you don't know where the doors are.
Yeah.
So you're just like, you don't know what to do. You're like, all right, I'm just gonna stand here and hopefully this doesn't fall on me.
Oh God. Now
it ended, but it was just. It was frightening.
I've heard a rumor that the big one is going to be, if it ever happens in our lifetime, is going to be closer to the Bay. Is that just something LA people say to just feel better? is that?
Well, I mean, the fault line runs closer there, right, than LA.
Yeah, that's what I always hear. That if there's going to be a really shitty one, like awful, it'll be up there. I mean, I thought it was that was scary as a kid watching the World Series one.
Well, they said most of I guess where the baseball stadium was, that whole area, I forgot what it's called up there. All it is rubble from the old Vegas earthquake, or the old San Francisco earthquake and the San Francisco fire, where they just took all the rubble and just pushed it into the bay, and it made land.
Oh, wow.
And they packed it down, and like the bodies and everything are in there.
Stop it.
And they built the city. I forgot what part of. Is it the Tenderloin? Is that the part of San Francisco
that it hit? I think it was.
Whatever part of San Francisco where it's very unstable, and that's the part when there is an earthquake that's just going to just disintegrate.
If you live there, your apartment is built above a bunch of dead bodies.
Like the stuff on the hills, I don't think it's supposed to be affected that bad. Right. But a lot of stuff in that flat area, the Tenderloin or whatever, because it's just packed down sediment and bodies and rubble from all the other from the big San Francisco fire.
Jesus. That's fucking scary, dude.
I think that's true. I could.
Fuck, my God, that's fucking scary. You know what? Let's just segue right into the Hall of Fame hat, Cody. Let's do this.
All right.
I think this is a perfect segue. What hat would they wear? This is weird, but I think my shingles just felt a little better.
Oh, that's the healing power of the harmonica.
Kind of heals.
Now, do you still need the other surgery to reconnect the
I might not.
plumbing
Cody,
there,
I might shit
I could come over and just play like an hour of harmonica into your
blowing shit out of my ass. The soma just sucks itself in, and like Wolverine, my skin just heals
it just
up.
Heals.
Like the T-1000 just closes up. I'll take you up on that. I think we should at least
Let
try.
me know.
From Colin Mags. Max. Hi, guys, fellow Ramblers. Hope everyone's doing okay this week. My submissions for this week are Hall of Fame. This is difficult decisions. I could have easily broken it down to a few brackets, pre-90s, post-90s, top rope, and submission. I've narrowed it down to pre- and post-90s choices. Pre-90s is Jake the Snake's DDT. Now, I know others mimicked it, and it's become a standard move these days, but when Jake locked and dropped someone with it was fluid, and it always looked great. Post-90s, Randy Orton's RKO. Not the flashiest or most devastating looking, but his ability to use it out of nowhere, either a standard lockup or catching someone midair with it, has to make it a contender. All right.
Look, catching someone in the RKO is really stupid. Like they're falling anyway, and so he just like grabs the neck, and then they fall, maybe even a little lighter. I don't.
It's like
love
he
that.
almost helps them brace their fall.
Right, exactly. like
let me take some of that load off of you here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure your neck and head are protected from this fall. Like you're just don't worry, I got you.
I don't think that makes things worse.
Here we go. There's see the pink.
Yeah,
that's the artificial fill in San Francisco.
That's a lot.
That's the before the pink is the original coastline, and that's the artificial fill.
That's a lot. That's a lot of space.
That's where you don't want to be when the big one hits.
Oh, fucking hell.
So, didn't mean to interrupt, but that was...
No,
I knew I was right about something.
Come on. Look, you're never wrong, but you've never been that right.
I've never been this right.
Yeah, but Graham and Faye, greetings to the Great White North fellow Ramblers. Hat pro wrestling finishing move. In all fairness, can you really beat the Macho Man elbow in this category? But that's not two wonders up to the Hall of Fame podium. It is instead the most dreaded of wrestling heels, none other than Baron von Raschke with the claw firmly in his grip.
The claw.
Barely under his control as it lurches towards the evil commissioner's forehead. Bonus entry for my buddy Denny, who is adamant that the Rikishi Stinkface finisher must be on this list. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. What a way to go. There you go.
That's that popped up in a lot of the bottom 15 worst finishers. the stink face.
But honestly, I'd rather be given the claw than the stink face.
1,000%. I think
1,000%.
Than just having that.
Than having a 300-man sit on my face
and just shit fart. That's what. Yeah, I got to meet Jake the Snake once when I was doing a show in Atlanta, and I talked to him about his feud with Andre, and he said he goes, it's great. He said, but the only thing with Andre is he was a prankster, and so he would love to fart on you when he had you, when he would sit down when the guy's like laying down on the turnbuckle, and he would sit. He was always purposely just let one rip right in your face, and it was like, which I think is hilarious and horrific at the exact same time. So, Michael Worms. Hey, Ramblers, thanks to Mike Miller filling in for me during the second seater of Passover so I could attend the reopening of the USFL. Go Maulers. Hall of Fame. My wrestling knowledge is mostly 80s era WWF. This isn't a finishing move per se, but I always loved Hacksaw Jim Duggan's 2x4 swinging at the end of the match. USA. Ho! USA. There we go. All right.
His finisher was the football shoulder block.
It was
right?
it was like the
3-point
stance, and he would go in, and it
was a shoulder block.
Yep.
One of the lamer finishing moves.
I think someone said, "Why don't we just turn this into a spear?" Let's just do that instead. Joe Capone hat game. This is for he came in late, but I'll do him a solid and I'll read his submissions for 302. Superhero costume has always been the black Spider-Man suit since its introduction in Secret Wars #8. As far as all-around badass utility goes, definitely got to slide the Batsuit in there as an honorable mention. Hat game. The wrestling finisher that goes in the Hall of Fame for me has got to be the sharpshooter. Scorpion Deathlock, depending on who you're a fan favorite of. For me, though, Bret Hart and the sharpshooter. Look at that.
Nice. I think his original finisher was a pile driver, I think. Bret Hart.
Yep.
And then when he got his big solo push, he went into the sharpshooter.
I got to go, man, it was tough. I wanted to give it to the Heart Punch, but I had to go, man, as a kid, there was nothing cooler than Macho Man jumping off the top rope with that elbow drop. That was such a great fit. The way he would just, it was just perfect. So I had to go Macho Man off the top rope.
I'm shocked you didn't do the shake, rattle, and roll.
Honorable mention.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
Honorable mention to shake, rattle, and roll. Honorable mention to the Stone Cold Stunner. But I had to go.
Only way you could defend shake, rattle, and roll is if you were dumb enough to put it on when you were near the ropes. Because if you got the guy in the middle of the ring,
it's over.
It's over. But if you're near the ropes and they hook the rope, then he goes and flips.
And then he also had some rhythm to that, too, that he'd do that. Yeah. And then, bam. Oh, the shake, rattle, and roll's great. But I had to go Macho Man's flying elbow off the top rope. And I love Brutus the Barber's sleeper hold, too. I was a big fan of that.
He made the sleeper exciting to watch.
He did.
Not one of the most exciting moves.
Right. He sold it. He sold it well. Yeah. Cody, who was yours? Who goes in yours?
So I had to go with the Stone Cold Stunner.
It's a great one.
My favorite wrestler as a kid, for the most part, and yeah, I think it's just a iconic thing, and then every different wrestler could kind of take their different reaction to it and do it differently, and so yeah,
that's a good one, Eddie.
I mean, the heart punch will always have a special place in my heart.
Yes,
because
in
it's
all
such
hearts.
a devastating move.
It's murder. You actually murder the guy.
You're killing someone for 3 seconds. I'm going to go Sweet Chin Music.
Sweet Chin Music is fantastic.
Literally because it would come out of nowhere.
Yes, that's the best. That was the true out of nowhere finisher. Was Sweet Chin Music. When he would hit that was great. I also want to give another honorable mention. I forgot this. I wrote it down. I forgot. The Razor's Edge / Outsider's Edge.
Yeah.
Especially the way Hall would sell it by doing that thing first, and then
that was great.
The guy up, and that was great.
Originally, the Diamond Drop.
The Diamond Drop.
Diamond Death Drop, I think. He was the Diamond Stud.
The Diamond Stud when DDP was his valet.
Head of the Diamond Exchange.
Yes, the head of the Diamond Exchange. Did I ever tell you the story about them? Because when I met them, they'd said, this is so great, but they went to Waffle House one night after a match, and they were done, and they both had their toothpicks in their mouths as they were walking out. And Scott Hall's like, dude, let's make that our thing. We come out with the toothpicks in our mouth, and they did it, but DDP fell out as he was coming out of the tunnel, and Hall stayed in. And he just flicked it at the camera, and he was like, that's it. He just kept it. It was pretty funny. But yeah,
Sid Vicious had quite the power bomb too. That was quite a power bomb.
He did. Man,
that was a good finisher as well.
So look, we're not going to have any. I think Ramble 304. We're going to make it just a regular Ramble because we don't know when it's going to happen, right? So we won't have any submissions if that's okay with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Fine with me.
All right, cool. So who knows? What Ramble 304's, Ramble 305.
It could just be you shitting for an hour.
I hope.
Right?
I hope it's just
you dumping for an hour.
Should we get a special travel toilet to put here so I can still have my figures and stuff?
I think so.
I think so. Like a little.
Just shit in a bucket, whatever.
Maybe a transparent porta potty, like a plexiglass porta potties. You could
so we could.
That's gonna be.
You can just shit on a glass table like Sylvester Stallone likes.
What? What?
Never heard that rumor that Stallone likes watching, that he lays under glass tables and has people shit on him?
Stop it.
I've heard that. I've heard that. I don't know. I'm not confirmed, but that's just something I've heard. A lot of people tell me.
Wow.
Stallone likes watching the poop.
But at least he's not a savage. He doesn't want it on him.
No,
thank God.
He just wants to see it hit the glass table. He likes watching it come out.
That sounds like punishment. That sounds like, all right, look, we're either going to send you to jail for 10 years or for 30 days straight, you're just in this glass table and you got to watch people take.
Sounds like a David Blaine trick.
Yeah. I saw him in Vegas and he was living in that plexiglass room out on the strip.
Oh, really?
Playing with rattlesnakes. Wasn't that him? That was him, right?
Yeah.
Who lived in the room with rattlesnakes. I was like, please bite him. I was just like, one of these, please, just slither up and bite this motherfucker.
You can take a shit on that box.
You were looking at him going, how is he doing this?
How is this possible?
He's living in a box.
With rattlesnakes.
What if he was just shitting in the box and the box was just filling with shit over the 30 days?
He's just staring down tourists. Just looking at him.
Just living in his own filth for 30 days.
And they're like, what's the trick? He's like, what do you mean? Just let me do this. That's
what I like to do.
This is what I want to do. Oh, God. All right, let's I think it's time we open, close, and encore, gang. Open, close, and an encore.
Did you just shit yourself regular?
I just there it is.
Wow.
I have to call the hospital when we're done. I think I'm.
Tell them the miracle. You haven't asked me back. And you shit yourself regular.
Right, just massive. Just the healing power.
Not possible.
The healing power. Okay, I don't know if y'all know this, but this middle finger of mine got cut off in a door in elementary school. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday, about 5 minutes ago, it was that much lower. Now look at that. I think I'm gonna have a full finger again, Eddie.
Wow.
If I keep hearing this, it's gonna happen. Yeah, look at that. There it is. My little
Look,
weird.
I will come over anytime and just play until we get that finger back to normal.
You think we can get it
Whenever
back?
you want. I think we
can
can. I think we can do it.
All right.
The healing power of harmonica.
There it is. All right. Your harmonica.
My
Eddie.
harmonica.
I could play the Doobie Brothers Without Love. That harmonica. It's a great solo,
Great solo, but not
come
going to
on.
grow any fingers back.
Do you mind if I say? Do you mind, Eddie? Cody, do you mind if I interject here with a story that
Please
I don't
do.
know if it's true or not? I was actually able to meet the harmonica player who played that for the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to talk about it, but I heard a rumor that you saw them live once. And they had to just have the guitar player play those notes because the harmonica player saw you and it was like shaking and he couldn't even bring it to his lips. It kept falling.
Right. Yeah.
Is that true?
I mean, I don't want to make it. I'm not calling people out. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, say you're shooting basketballs
Yes.
on a basketball court, and Steph Curry comes over. And
Right.
starts, are you going to keep shooting,
No, of course not. Of course.
or are you just going to watch the master?
You sit
shoot
back and watch.
and you watch.
Yeah,
What are you doing? You're just taking balls away from Steph
There
Curry.
you go. There it is. Okay.
So-
There it is. All right. Well, that's your. I think that answers it pretty well. Graham and Faye, Debbie Gibson. Neither Faye or myself were ever really fans of Debbie. Get what?
What?
I guess
this is
I'll-
right up there with your MacGruber nonsense.
I
guys.
know. Oh, it's gonna get worse. I guess I'll give it a whirl and take a quick listen to her catalog, and then it's just one giant. He posts. Oh, that hurts. I'm
How
sorry.
can Faye and Graham be the greatest people ever and the worst people ever
At
the
the same
exact
time. I'm sorry, but I think Faye and I fell asleep somewhere in there. Did you say the Open Close Encore was for Iron Maiden's Run to the Hills album? I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
see?
Am I right, Eddie?
This is what I can't stand with them. They're the greatest people ever, and at the exact same time, the worst people ever.
They are the perfect example of giveth and taketh.
Wow.
So zombie Vincent Price wanders up to the Ramble podium, takes a bite out of Debbie Gibson, and begins to speak. Woe to you, o'er earth and sea, for the devil sends his beast with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. It is number 666. Was that the one where the guy goes, I am not a man, I am not a number, I am a man? Was that the same thing?
Not the same song. No.
That was not the same song, right? But that's the
No.
same album, right? Or no? Because that was as a kid, I thought that was so cool when I heard that Iron Maiden tune. I am not a number, I am a man.
Is that Peace of Mind?
I think that is Peace of Mind. I think you're right. I think you're
I can't
right.
remember. I think it might be Peace of Mind. That wasn't Number of the Beast.
Which is the album cover with the Sphinx? Eddie's the Sphinx.
Power Slave.
Power Slave. My cousin Brian had a fucking 5 foot tall poster in
Oh,
his bedroom with that.
that's some of the best album artwork of all time.
So good. So Graham and Faye say if it is a Run to the Hills Open Close Encore, they open with Number of the Beast, they close with Run to the Hills, they encore with The Prisoner.
Ooh.
Do you agree with that? Could you? Is that
maybe is it Prisoner? Is that the one?
I think it is.
remember.
No, wait. I don't want to play it because we'll get sued, but I think it might be The Prisoner.
Maybe it is.
Can
Maybe it
get
is.
sued.
We're gonna get sued.
We're gonna get sued. I don't want to
Well,
play
I
it.
think Karl Malone and Stallone might have a lawsuit against us before Iron Maiden.
Well, Stallone, yes, because we're not making up what happened with Malone. that shit happened.
I'm not taking.
Stallone,
How do you know I'm making that up? I don't know if that's being made up. That's just something I heard. It's a rumor.
There you go. It's a rumor. Look at all these rumors. Michael Worms. There's maybe only 3 Debbie songs I remembered. So you open with Shake Your Love. I just can't shake your love. You close with Lost in Your Eyes. You encore with Only in My Dreams. Joe Capone, he says Lenny Kravitz goes, Are You Gonna Go My Way? Closes with Minister of Rock and Roll. Encore, It Ain't Over Till It's Over. Debbie Gibson, you open with Electric Youth. You close with Lost in Your Eyes. You encore Only in My Dreams. And guess what? Joe Capone has matched my open close encore song for song. I have her open with Electric Youth. I have her close with Lost in Your Eyes. And I have her encore with It Was Only in My Dreams. Eddie, you're Debbie Gibson. Open, close.
See, I open
encore.
with Lost in Your Eyes. I close with Electric Youth. And then I encore with Only in My Dreams.
Great. Cody, did you get to deep dive Debbie Gibson enough for this?
Believe it or not, not overly familiar. Did not have a chance.
But now
to
a new huge
familiarize
fan,
myself.
right?
Now you're a diehard.
Yes.
Love. Wait, does that ring a bell? The love, real as it could seem, it was only in my dream. Nothing.
No,
That
no
you
bells.
think that would have been played at a mall at some point in your life that stuck with you. Man, Debbie Gibson. That was some absolute greatness back in the day, Eddie. Do you remember those? She ruled for a minute. She was on top of the planet.
She was on top of the mountain for a minute. For a hot minute.
Better than Tiffany by a mile. No offense to Tiffany.
I was just 17.
Fucking Debbie Gibson she had it all. And then, yeah, it was tremendous. All right, here we go. Oh, God, it's time to read books and play video games, gang.
Isn't that time? All right.
It's that time.
It's that time.
I'm reading books. I'm playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games. Holy fucking shit. Guys, dude, that shingle was like twice as big a minute ago. Holy shit, look it's like it's barely there now.
Look at you.
That one right
Look
there.
at you.
That was way more. You see that right there? That was twice as pronounced a minute ago.
Wow. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Eddie.
You're welcome.
My God.
You're welcome.
Cody, you sometimes help people with their issues with therapy and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought about just playing Eddie's harmonica music?
Harmonica therapy?
Have you ever thought of that? Just playing that? Let's say if someone's really down?
Well, I think the problem is that it would put me out of a job. I can't lead with that, and then they're fine the next day.
That's true.
I need to be able to keep a steady paycheck.
That's true.
I have a small plug before we go to the next section.
Yeah,
Next week,
yeah.
I'm going to be on Tucker Carlson's Originals.
Oh!
Using my harmonica.
To bring men back?
Well, it helps erectile dysfunction in conservative men.
So instead of lighting your scrotum with UV,
with
you're
UV
going
lights, it's a testosterone supplement.
What the fuck was that promo? I thought it looked like it was a joke somebody made to make fun of him. And then everyone's like, no, this is real.
That's him.
This is real.
People consider him news.
This has to be a joke that people made. Like they cut this together to make fun of him with the stupid 2001.
Did you see his interview with Kid Rock?
No.
Even Kid Rock was like, he was even like, this is fucking nuts.
He called it out?
Without so much in saying like and then Tucker Carlson's just laughing like a schoolgirl because he's got a crush on Kid Rock apparently. And he's just like, he's like, I saw that testicular sunning thing, and sometimes the world's so crazy, I just want to get off. And Tucker's like,
oh God.
Have you seen that Kid Rock quote about how Trump was asking him advice about what to do with North Korea?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's how close we were.
and even Kid Rock was like, I don't think I'm qualified to answer this.
Well, neither is Trump. So.
Yeah, that's why he asked Kid Rock. I think Kid Rock, as annoying as that person is, at least he had the wherewithal to be, because some guys most Trumpers would be like, yeah, I'll tell you what to do. You know what I mean? Like, here's what you do. You go in there.
Now, can I tie everything together here?
I'm ready.
Please, yeah,
I'm ready.
Make it a bow.
This was a news story. So Kid Rock has a place in Nashville called Kid Rock's Big Ass Honky Tonk and Rock and Roll Steakhouse.
Yeah. Heard of it.
and here's a news story headline.
What?
You want to read that, Jerry, for the people who are?
Here we go. Man allegedly swings colostomy bag at cops at Kid Rock's bar in Nashville. Yes. My people. Look
Sounds
at
like
that.
a nice family establishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kid Rock's Big Ass Honky Tonk and Rock and Roll Steakhouse.
Man allegedly swings colostomy bag at cops at Kid Rock's bar in Nashville. What am I doing here, honey? What am I doing here? Why are we getting this removed on Friday? Why? I could be with that guy. That guy and I could be like a tag team.
You could be headlining the honky tonk steakhouse.
We tag in and out when we're out of shit in our bag, and then I come in and finish up.
You're
Now,
ostomy,
look.
he's colostomy. It's the perfect
Now, look,
combination.
You may want to judge this guy, and look. I mean, there's a picture of him. You saw the picture of the front of him.
That was a guy? That was a dude.
Yeah, let me show you the back of his head, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh my.
Oh, that's nice. That's
my.
That's a Confederate battle flag on the back of his head.
That's very problematic, and that is. Oh fuck. I want to know what kind of tank top that is. That looks like a weird,
It's like a man's ear.
Wait, is that the front of his head, Cody? The next picture down, is there more tats that we're missing? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, that's his forehead is tattooed.
Look at this guy. This
that guy's American, man. That guy's a real American.
Now, does this look like a guy who would swing his colostomy bag at a place called Kid Rock's Big Ass
I think he's been framed. That's why it says allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
He was just trying to get a steak.
This is the kind of guy who would say, "Why we got to go to Applebee's? Kid Rock is just good. Kid Rock is just probably fancier." Like I would imagine, that's probably fancier.
I won't go to Applebee's. You know who likes Applebee's? Bad.
Libtard cooks. Libtard cooks like Applebee's. We're gonna go to Kid Rock where I can swing shit at the
at the popo.
Swing shit at the popo. Kid Rock's like, oh, fuck. Jesus, wow, that is okay. Mm-hmm. Do you know, Cody? I hate to do this to your scoop, but I think the real headline is when someone doesn't swing a bag of shit at someone at Kid Rock's restaurant. I think that's the time when he stopped the presses. Is when there wasn't an incident.
Bag of shit not thrown at Kid Rock's.
Breaking news.
Allegedly, bag of shit not thrown.
Breaking news, if you guys can believe this.
This was just the Tuesday lunch shift.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's a $2 taco night.
Oh, you're not going to believe this, guys, but today no one swung a bag of shit at the cops.
Hey, the cops almost didn't show up.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That is fucking depressing. Oh. Jesus, that's bad. Oh, Joe Capone started playing classic Sega Genesis action-adventure RPG called Landstalker this past Saturday night on the recommendation of a friend. It's your standard dungeon-crawling puzzle-solving treasure hunter, and while the game is pretty fun, I'm finding lots of frustration in the directional pad mechanics because your standard up-down, left-right movements aren't that cut and dry. Is it enough to make me quit the game? Probably not, but it's definitely taken a bit to get used to. Coming up on my 2-year stream anniversary over at twitch.tv/Caponis on April 21st. I have nothing too extravagant planned. Probably just going to throw in some Tecmo Bowl challenges, NBA Jam, and maybe some old-school WWF or fighting games. So feel free to come in and break balls if you want to give me a hard time about how I'm wasting my life playing video games. Go follow the man. That's shit. So we have some interesting video game news, I think. Cody, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you go to don't pull it up yet, but can you go to pricecharting.com, and then when you get that's the website that kind of puts together what video games are worth, right?
Gotcha.
And then I want you to on the search for a game, I want you to do family fun, and it should fill out fitness stadium events, Cody.
Gotcha.
And then you want to click on the NES one, not the PAL NES, the NES. And I want you to see, do you see the prices there?
I do.
That is what that goes for. Eddie may have one.
Oh, my God.
It's possible.
Eddie might have it in his fucking parents' garage back home.
I got the
power pad first.
So bring it up. Power pad.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and share. Now there's a bunch of different prices. There's a loose price, a complete, and a new.
It would be loose.
It would be loose. You're still okay.
Well, Eddie, I think you're screwed then.
I know. I might be fucked. It's only loose. I might be fucked.
So this is the holy grail of retail Nintendo games. It came out for the Power Pad, and only a couple of thousand copies, I believe, were released, and then Nintendo reskinned it to just track and field or something like that. But if it has the Bandai, and you see that cover, and Cody, if you're at a garage sale ever in San Antonio, and somebody wants 50 cents for that, you get it. Do you understand?
Yeah. Even if you have to borrow 50 cents from someone.
I think I might be willing to pay up to $1 for this.
Yeah. What if it now new is sealed? That means it's sealed. If they want $2 for it new, would you drop $2?
I think so. I guess for the people who are not watching this, I'll go ahead and read it. The new price is $247,000.
That's crazy.
The complete price is $55,000.
Yeah.
And the loose price is a measly $19,000.
That's it.
Andrea just broke balls. She just texted me, how do you manage to talk about this game 4 times every week? Because Eddie might have a copy and the people need to know.
Right. I got to get my mom to investigate. I looked at my Nintendo games that I have in my garage here, which is not my whole collection. It's just enough that I was able to throw in a box and move them out here when I moved. And I was looking, I thought I might have had the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out with the 5 screws.
Yeah. Cody, did you have Mike Tyson's Punch-Out growing up?
I don't think so. I don't remember playing that.
Well, at some point, the Nintendo cartridges went from having a 5-screw back panel to where to 3, and then the top would be a little clip-in. But if you look, you can tell by the top. Like if you can tell from the picture, see the little clip. You can tell the ones that are 5 screws.
The ones with 5 screws don't have the clip on the top there.
The little indentation mark. Yeah. So my Mike Tyson's Punch-Out happens to be a 3-screw. So
same here. If you have a 5-screw Mike Tyson's Punch-Out loose, that's like $2,000.
But I have a 5-screw elevator action. Which is worth $7.
Look at that.
So
shit. They don't fuck with that 3-screw shit with elevator action. There's no bullshit there.
Don't.
There's no man. Mine is Zombie Nation, which is hovering around $800 right now. That's my holy grail game. That's the one that if there's a fire, I make sure I grab that before I run out.
Wow.
That's the one. You reading or playing any games right now, Eddie?
We're knee deep in that Lego Skywalker saga video game. We just
still holding up, still fun.
It's fun. We've completed the prequel trilogy, the original trilogy, and now we're getting ready to finish Force Awakens and go into Last Jedi.
Holy shit, you're burning through this.
And so, it's because it's such a massive game, every movie only has like 5 stages.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
So you can kind of burn through it kind of quick, but it's still a massive game, and there's so many side quests and weird shit to do. It takes forever to get everything done. But what's interesting is they made Lego games for every one of those movies up until Force Awakens. So there's never been a Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker Lego video game. So now
they might be full.
Because I've never played. I played The Force Awakens, which came out right after the movie was released.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to enter into a place where we've never played those games.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's kind of interesting.
That's going to be fun. That's great. Cody?
Nah, I got nothing.
I'm still knee-deep in Dragon Quest XI. Going to start back in on Elden Ring when I'm done with Dragon Quest XI. Then Horizon Forbidden West. I'm playing Predator 2 on my Twitch channel. Ooh. Yeah, tonight from the Sega Genesis. Tonight will be the last night because, again, I'm not going to be I'm not going to be twitching while bowel prepping Thursday. That'll be a tough one.
You really should.
Probably make some good views, but I can't do it. And then, again, I'll probably be gone from Twitch for about a week and a half after the surgery. We'll see. Maybe a little longer. Who knows? Maybe a little less. We'll see. But, yeah, there we go. And fuck it, guys. We made it. It's the time of the show. It's the top 5. Here we go. It's the time of the show where we rank the top 10. You should. I kind of feel bad. Cody and I really dropped the ball. Every time we play that, I think we should remove our hats and just kind of hand
probably stand up too would probably be appropriate.
It'd be the respectful thing to do.
Would be the most appropriate thing to do.
Hand over the heart.
And stand up.
Little tear.
Don't kneel. If you fucking kneel, you're done.
Oh, you don't take a knee during that one,
kneel during harmonica.
You never take a knee during that. God damn it.
You only kneel for the cross.
I see it. My own thing you kneel for, man. This was tough. Top 5 get up and cheer moments in a movie. Moments in a movie that made you stand up and cheer. Graham and Faye. Army of Darkness, number 5. Ash going, all right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. This is my boomstick. You got that?
Boomstick, baby.
His number 4, Die Hard, John McClane. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Number 3, Princess Bride, Inigo Montoya. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. His number 2, Star Wars, Han Solo. You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home. And number 1, Aliens, Ripley, get away from her, you bitch. Ramble off, Graham and Faye, Winnipeg. That's tough to beat right there.
Those are great.
Those are tough to beat. Michael Worms. Top 5 movie moments in the theater. Number 5, Beverly Hills Cop 2 for pure laughs. That amazing Gilbert Gottfried, may he rest in peace, steals the movie in 2 minutes of scream time as Sidney Bernstein. The scene was improvised by Gottfried and Murphy. Gottfried yelling, bitch, into the phone is still one of the funniest moments in a movie. Number 4, Transformer 86, Prime's last stand, shouting, never, as he takes down Megatron for the final time. Number 3, Rocky 4, the training montage. Hearts on fire. Number 2, Star Wars, Millennium Falcon saves the mission as Han shouts, you're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home. Number 1, Avengers End Game, maybe the movie moment I waited for since childhood, hearing Cap say Avengers Assemble. It's not quite Flash in the Speed Force goosebumps I got, but it worked for me and the entire sold-out theater. Best to Jerry as he makes his amazing 93 Bills over Oilers comeback complete. Thank you, buddy.
Nice,
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Oh, hilarious.
See, the problem with Avengers Assemble is when he grabs the hammer and says Avengers Assemble and they run and cheer. It's like 20 seconds tops.
Yeah, right.
Watching Ezra Miller going to the Speed Force is drawn out, slow motion running.
8 minutes.
It's like 8 minutes. I mean, how? It's so much. It's such a moment.
How can you top it? Oh, fuck. Joe Capone from last week's, he goes, Janet, number 5, Pleasure Principle. Number 4, Rhythm Nation. Number 3, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Number 2, Escapade. And number 1, That's the Way Love Goes. His stand-up and cheer moments. Number 5, Rocky 3, Rocky beats Clubber Lang.
Okay.
Number 4, T-Rex saves everyone from the Raptors in Jurassic Park. Number 3, in Batman Begins, the I'm Batman scene. Number 2, Han saving the Death Star exploding in Star Wars. And number 1, Captain America finally says Avengers Assemble in End Game. There we go. Wow. Great lists to those who put them in. Thank you all for that.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm going to throw some honorable mentions out there. Do any of you guys have honorable mentions?
I have a couple.
All right.
I wish I would have. I did not get a chance to do this one. I wish I would have though. I'm trying to think of it, and I'm blanking.
Sure.
Right now.
Well, you only need 4 because we know your number 1 is Flash.
Flash enters the
Flash
Speed
and
Force.
Speed
You
Force.
only need to come up with 4.
I mean, if you want it to be if it's just a complete Snyder cut, Cody, just 4 other moments.
Batman shows up in the Aquaman town and talks to them for 20 minutes.
Girl smells a sweater. Girl sniffs a sweater.
The hot dog moment of the slow motion of the Flash.
Superman going, whoa, for 45 minutes at the beginning.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa, whoa.
There's so many.
My honorable mentions. I'm probably going to think of a few as I'm doing this. One of them, I don't think this gets enough credit. Cody, I know you saw this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, this had a pop. Granted, the theater was about half full because it was a midnight showing in downtown Fort Worth, Texas, right? Which is not really, you don't go to downtown Fort Worth to go to a movie, right? I was working a gig. You go drinking and honky-tonking. But I went
throwing
and
ostomy bags around.
Throwing ostomy bags around on a mechanical bull. And I went to see Creed, the first one. And that scene... because you don't hear it ever. And that scene when Creed has pretty much lost the fight, and Stallone, Rocky just grabs him and he goes, "You go in there.
On this table.
You shit on this table and you let me watch." He grabs him and he goes, "You go in there and you knock that son of a bitch down. And I know you could do it because you're a Creed." And then he goes, "I'm gonna knock this son of a bitch down." And then Eddie, right when he says it for the first time in the movie, bum bum ba bum ba that, and forget it. The whole place exploded. Huge pop. I'm gonna have to give that some love. My other honorable mentions.
Go in there, you shit on that table.
You shit on that table, and you let me watch you shit, kid, because you're a Creed. And then other honorable mention, Eddie. I hope this made your honorable mention or your list. 1986 Transformers, a movie, when Hot Rod wrangles the Matrix away.
Yeah.
And you hear Optimus go, "Arise, Rodimus Prime." You got the touch. Come on. Amazing.
Yeah.
Another one, Tombstone, when Michael Biehn is waiting for what's his face to show up. Goddamn, blanking on his name. Who played Wyatt Earp in that? He's in everything.
Val Kilmer.
No, the other one.
Oh, Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. And then he's waiting for Kurt Russell. And then Val Kilmer's like, I'm your Huckleberry. That was great pop.
That was great pop.
Also got to go.
I have one from Tombstone too. It's not that moment.
Blade 2, when he catches the sunglasses in midair.
Yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
That's a good one.
And then my other honorable mention, my last one, Crossroads, when Ralph Macchio beat Steve Vai in the guitar competition. As a kid, I lost my shit when he's like, that's fucking great. Eddie, what are your honorable mentions?
First of all, Bill asking for the fried chicken at the family dinner. Because he loved all that fried chicken.
Oh, I forgot to say, mine was no. Go ahead. I'll tell you mine afterward. Bill loving the fried chicken. Did your whole family just start high fiving?
The whole family in the living room was just like, "Oh my god!" and just high fiving because he just took the whole plate of fried chicken.
Right.
My other honorable mentions are my scene from Tombstone is when Earp has them at the train station.
Oh,
and what's his face? The fucking what's his name? The shitty client. What the hell's the fucking guy you wanted to die the whole movie and he didn't die? Ike,
the chicken shit one.
The chicken shit.
Yep.
He fucking cuts his face with a spur.
Yes.
And he's like, "You tell him hell's coming with me."
Hell's coming with me.
That was a great moment.
So great.
Andrew Garfield when he came through the portal in
that was great.
No Way Home.
That was
because
great.
you didn't know if Garfield was there. You knew Tobey Maguire was going to be there.
Right. You know if it was going to be Garfield.
But when Andrew Garfield, and he gets a bigger pop in that movie than Tobey Maguire.
He did. Absolutely. That was huge.
The end of Jaws. Smile, you son of a bitch.
Tremendous.
Great part.
I forgot. That was also my honorable mention list. I forgot to say that one.
The original Avengers hero shot in the first Avengers movie when they all finally
circling around each other.
They circle around. That's a fucking great movie. They're hitting the music.
Mine was the other one was Hulk saying "I'm always angry." I forgot that was on my honorable mention. But
my one from Rocky is when Adrian's in the bed and Rocky's like, "What do you want to do?" and she's like, "Win."
Yes.
That's a great moment.
So great.
No, it's not Flash going into the speed zone, but it's a great moment.
No. I forgot to. One of my other mentions too was in $1 Million Baby when Clint Eastwood euthanizes Hillary.
That's a great one too. Mine was going to be when he walks in and she's bit her tongue off and she's trying to bleed to death.
That was a big get up and cheer.
There's so many moments in Million
and Boogie Nights when William H. Macy kills his wife and himself. That was another. Like, yeah! Everybody just went nuts. How has no one done a parody video?
When Roller Girl was stomping the dude in the street with her rollerblades, that was a great moment.
Oh God, I forgot. This is the first one I ever experienced. It was at a re-release, but in Godfather 2, when she's like, "I had an abortion, Michael. I wouldn't want to bring one of your children into this world."
The crowd just is like, "You can't."
When Saving Private Ryan, when Vin Diesel was bait. That scene too,
great,
when they shot Vin Diesel and
you can't forget the Flintstones live action movie when John Goodman finally goes yabba dabba doo. The place just goes nuts. I've been waiting my whole life to see this.
Is that it? Yeah, I fucking told you, bro. A guy next to me said, "I fucking told you, bro," to his friend.
Yabba dabba doo.
I told you. Oh, fuck. My number 5, I can't believe no one on the emails had this, but this was a massive one at the theater, at least at the theater I was at. Terminator 2. When you think the Terminator is dead, and then you see Schwarzenegger's light come back on, it says auxiliary power, and he fucking yanks the pole out and gets back up.
That's a great moment.
Fucking awesome. What was your number 5, Eddie?
Captain America grabbing Mjolnir.
Oh, so great.
That still gives me goosebumps to watch that scene.
So good. My number 4, Jurassic Park. Come on, the T-Rex coming out of nowhere to save him. That was so good.
This is a controversial one, but I remember I watched this in the theater with you, and we both lost our minds when it happened. We both looked at each other and was like, "What the fuck is happening?" When Kylo Ren sends the blade and kills Snoke.
Unbelievable. That was
Jedi.
fucking amazing. That was fuck. My honorable mentions. That's also that was
because I remember watching
incredible.
it. We were like grabbing each other, going, "What the
The
fuck?
fuck?" They go back to back, and you're like, "They're teaming up. What the fuck is happening?" Fucking amazing. I cannot be killed. I cannot be betrayed. And
now Kylo Ren just goes gunk like that and turns it on.
So fucking good.
Same reaction when they kissed in the Rise of Skywalker.
I was grabbing Jared. Go, what the fuck is happening?
bro? Oh fuck. My number 3, Avengers End Game. The entire on your left. That just leads to the Avengers. I mean, Cap getting Mjolnir too is just fucking unbelievable. But that one was like, just the way you just forget everyone who got lost in the blip and they all come back.
They all come back.
Awesome.
And but that's mine too. I guess you could take the whole. Mine was Avengers Assemble, but if you take the whole thing, even the when they all start, the whole front line starts running. And you're like, this is every comic boy fanboy's wet dream coming true. Not as much as Yabba Dabba Doo, but it's right up there.
It's close. And then Ant-Man just flying in and punching that fucking thing like that. I mean, Giant Man at that point.
But just like looking down the line and seeing every single one of your childhood heroes lined up and then running into battle.
Oh, God, the best.
I mean, better if Fred Flintstone is there?
No question. I mean, no question. If that's how they get to the van, it's just he's running the car.
And the car goes.
Yeah. My number 2 had to be Star Wars Han coming in to save Luke.
That's my number 2. Let's blow this thing.
Let's blow this thing. My number 1, what else could it be? My first get up and cheer moment ever in a movie, Aliens, when the thing is attacking Newt and then the doors pop open and she comes out in the power loader. Get away from her, you bitch.
That's great.
I'll never forget how everyone. That was the first time I ever saw an entire audience just fucking start cheering. It was amazing. Nice. Eddie, what was your number 1?
My number 1 is because I remember it vividly because it was one of my first movie experiences, and it was not so much. It was a cheer moment, but also just the entire era got sucked out of the room at one time. It's the "I'm Your Father" scene from Empire Strikes Back.
So great.
I remember I was in a packed theater, and I was a little kid. I was probably 6 years old.
Everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
And everybody was just like, "What the fuck?" I mean, it was crazy. It was the first time I'd ever experienced anything like that.
Man, that's great. Fuck, that's great. And Cody, it's Ezra Miller entering the Speed Force.
Flash entering the Speed Force. I have no qualms with the actual list that was on the Oscars. I think it was perfect.
I just don't understand why Fred Flintstone saying Yabba Dabba Doo didn't make the Oscars.
And that was controversial because at the time they were like, he's not going to say it.
Right. There's no way he's
not going to do it.
They wanted to distance themselves a little bit from the source material.
Yeah.
And then he Yabba Dabba Doo'd. And I heard they shot that scene in secret, away from everybody to keep it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, and they sent fake pages of the script out that leaked.
Wow.
The original shooting script had no Yabba Dabba Doo.
No Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. There we go.
They kept it hidden.
Oh, God. Well, finally, the Ramble brings it back out into the light. You know, it's what we. That's why we're here. You know? I forgot also.
Now you just need Fred Flintstone standing on a glass table going, Yabba Dabba
and
Doo.
Shitting over Rocky.
Just dropping a do on Rocky.
I always forget when Raging Bull, when he beats his wife and brother.
That's a great moment. That's a great moment. Or the rape scene in Only Boys Cry. Boys Don't Cry.
Boys Don't Cry. Or in Casualties of War, the gang rape scene in Casualties of War.
Any rape scene on film really is a stand-up and cheer.
Oh, fuck.
Could you imagine some asshole in a movie standing up and going,
woo! Cheer! Yeah! Like, what the fuck is happening
going on? How is this happening?
Oh,
he's got a Confederate flag tattooed on the back of his head. That makes
sense. And he's throwing shit everywhere. Okay, this makes sense. Oh, well, there we go. What a Dagburn Ramble. We probably will not see you next week for Ramble 304. Hopefully the one after for Ramble 304 as I'm heading into surgery Friday to shit normally. For the first time since fucking August or September. It was around there. So you're
gonna yell Yabba Dabba Doo.
Oh, right when I wake up, Yabba Dabba Doo. Right when I. Right when I wake up. Well, there we go. Thank you for tuning in. Let's rock the music, Cody. Let's do this shit. What a ramble. You know where to find us. Come and find us. You know where to love us. Come and love us. And hopefully we won't be gone but like a week and a half. Hopefully. Yeah. Oh, man. Woo! What a fun one that was.
We covered a lot, guys.
We covered a lot of territory.
I mean, the first 7 minutes was all over the place. And then where we went after that.
It was like a John Coltrane. Well, okay, sorry. It was like an Eddie Pence harmonica solo.
Thank you.
It's just everywhere. It's just everywhere. Just, you know where it's going to start. You know where it's going to end. Right. The genius is where Eddie takes you in the middle. Just, you know, that's where the brilliance
of it all
comes in. So there we go.
Yabba dabba do.
Yabba dabba do. All right, we love you guys. Stay safe. We'll see you Friday. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully again in like a couple
weeks.
Hopefully. Yeah. All right. I just hope my butt doesn't hurt too much, and then we'll be good to go.
But you like it to hurt a little.
A little bit. Well, I mean a little. You always want it to hurt a little.
You don't want to know something's there.
Want to know I'm alive still. Yeah. All right. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.